Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Happy Tuesday evening. Listen, the the crypto world is going cray cray right now over what? Over this right here. They're going crazy over the numbers in the market. And they don't understand, apparently, like the CryptoCeej fam understand, that the market is just simply doing what the market does. It's just doing what it does. Meanwhile, one of the most bullish news took place today with the SEC dropping its case against the number one decentralized exchange in all of crypto, arguably the most successful, one of the most successful platforms ever, but more importantly, the decentralized financial space in Uniswap. The SEC just dropped the case. Hayden Adams, who was the CEO over there at Uniswap, which now has Unichain, the SEC, under the previous administration, tried to claim that Uniswap's lab operated an unregistered broker, an exchange, and clearing agency, and issued an unregistered security. Those claims have now been dropped. Uniswap's lab is not a broker. The Uniswap protocol is not an unregistered exchange or clearing agency or operated by labs, Uniswap Labs. The UNI token is not a security. They went after us despite having no clear legal basis as part of a strategy of arbitrary enforcement to try to force DeFi into a regulatory framework that doesn't fit, all while refusing to provide clear rules or a path to compliance. The investigation took over 3 years, forcing us to waste incredible amounts of time and millions of dollars. It also had a personal impact. Federal investigations are violating and stressful to the point where there is a saying among lawyers that the investigation is the punishment. That shouldn't be the price of innovation in the US. This is a huge win, not just for Uniswap Labs, but for DeFi as a whole. It reaffirms what we said all along, that decentralized technology and self-custody are inherently different from the centralized intermediated systems they aim to replace. Self-custodied funds with self-executing code run on public blockchains. Let me say that again. Self-custodied funds with self-executing code run on a public blockchain. That is, and they are a huge step forward in transparency for financial markets. Slapping regulations aimed at centralized, opaque, TradFi markets on top of DeFi simply does not work. I'm grateful that the new SEC leadership is taking a more constructive approach, and I look forward to working with Congress and regulators to help create rules that actually make sense for DeFi, encouraging innovation, improving transparency and access to financial markets, and ensuring that this technology can thrive in the US instead of being pushed offshore. The best days for DeFi are ahead. I went over to DeFi Llama. I thought Uniswap was going to be top 1 to 3 in all of Ethereum. It is not. Uniswap is number 9. Interestingly enough, the staked ETH on Lido is at 23 billion. Aave is 16 billion on that protocol. Eigenlayer's restaking of ETH is 11 billion. Then it's another, I think Ether.fi I think is restaking as well. Athena, the Athena chain is 5.96 billion in TVL. MakerDAO, the OG at 5 billion. Pendo, 4.77 billion. And then there's Uniswap, 3.57 billion. But none of them come even close to what Uniswap generates in fees every 24 hours, which is 3.72 million in fees every 24 hours. Well, I guess Lido is kind of close at 2.15 million. Decentralized finance just got the biggest win in history of crypto. And everyone's worried about the prices and missing the bigger picture. DeFi, this is a US company they dropped the case. It's over. It's a big deal. I hope we can see that. The DeFi Education Fund put this out. The SEC's decision to drop its investigation into Uniswap is another signal that the commission is revisiting the mistakes of the past 4 years and is recommitting to proactively engaging with the crypto industry. The right to self-custody funds while engaging in peer-to-peer transaction is critical for all Americans. And the DeFi Education Fund will continue working tirelessly to make this vision a reality. We really do have to zoom out a bit. We really do. I'm going to share this here from Jamie Cooch from Real Vision. I think he's part of Real Vision Crypto, might be the lead for that as well. 2 of 3 core liquidity measures in my framework have turned bullish this month as markets dive. Historically, this has been very favorable for Bitcoin. The dollar is the next domino to fall. Confluence is king. Marty Party reminds us of something. I think it's big. More explanation. We have had a Bitcoin rally since 2023 on no quantitative easing, no rate reductions, no liquidity injection, just on institutional entry into the ETFs. He says there has been no bull market yet. The altcoin rally and bull market have not even started. Wait for the Fed, says Marty Party. Don't fight the Fed. When the U.S. announces a halt in QT, quantitative tightening, and a beginning of stimulation and rate drops, there will be a bull run. Your job is to accumulate now while the FUD campaign is in full force and sentiment is low on no free money and degenerate gambling. Your exit is at the end of QE, not here. Don't screw this up. I'm using the gentler words. Since November 4th, we've had a Trump pump, and it got sold off by exchanges selling their altcoins to pay their fines and bad debts and paper hand retail following them. We're back to pre-November pricing. That's how this works. March 19th is the next FOMC meeting. We will see the tone and announcements then. Got a picture, nice diagram, says that we are here. Lining up with my previous post, we can see where we are in the cycle. Right at the bear trap. Don't fall for it again. I noticed a couple of crypto influencers, quote unquote, really being down on this market. Really being down on it. We are here. It's the bear trap. Don't fall for it. I completely agree. If you guys haven't joined Real Vision, there's a free version. Highly recommend you get in that space there. Get your opportunity to listen to and read some stuff from Jamie Cooch, Julian Battelle, and Raoul Paul from Real Vision. Highly recommend it. Here's a video that really kind of sums it up. By the way, Alessio Rastani did a video today about Bitcoin and how he talked about this was going to happen in February, that it had a chance. It was at high probability that Bitcoin was going to get to the 89,000, and there's a slight possibility now to get to 83 or 82 Bitcoin. Raoul Paul is sharing why a $75,000 Bitcoin doesn't matter. This is what he says. I'll let you listen to the video. Bitcoin is 75,000 K. It doesn't matter. 2017 playbook, quick drop, then a massive rally. Same backdrop, dollar weakness plus China stimulus. Altcoin season next. History, that's a question mark. Altcoin season next. History says yes. Stay ahead of the curve with the macro investing tool. Take a listen to the video. That's something that Real Vision offers as part of their packages. Take a listen. This is Raul Paul up top here with Julian Patel.
When people see this chart, they worry about the fact that it shows that Bitcoin comes down to 75,000. But what we proved is last time around this happened, Bitcoin went down quickly and then recovered. And so it didn't matter. And that's where I think we are now, the didn't matter phase, where even though last time around in 2017, it suggested there should be 3 months or 4 months of weakness, actually the true weakness was over in 5 days. And then it did a bit of chopping on its way back up and then eventually exploded. And as it started rallying, kicked in. And the backdrop there was the same with the dollar having to weaken and then China being able to stimulate. It's almost a complete follow through.
It's so important to pop our heads outside of our unique little bubble, take a look around to get the bigger picture of what's going on. You know, he likes to say, don't F this up. Marty Party is saying the same thing. Don't screw this up. Don't fall for it. Don't let them take your crypto. It's interesting to note that we are at pre-November numbers. That's interesting and fascinating. So stay safe out there. Hopefully you got some of that dirty, nasty fiat and you can take an opportunity to increase your positions on some of those interesting layer ones. I think the layer ones are going to do really, really well this run, especially because it's just so much dilution of stuff that doesn't matter. I think the layer ones could do really, really well. Not financial advice. I know we have a few in our bag, and maybe you got some as well, and maybe this is an opportunity for you to increase your position. Maybe it is. All right, guys, there it is. This wraps up your XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. I hope that it has been of value to you. If it has, do me a favor and hit that like button. It's one of the greatest ways to support the channel. And if you happen to be in that 55% or so of people that are hanging out, listening to and watching the CryptoCeej, do me a favor. If you have been enjoying those hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're in a march, massive march to get to 9,000 subs by the end of this month. And I know that we can get there, especially with your help. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so that you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this or perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.